I was wondering if you tell me a little bit about Father Baker's pilgrimage to Europe and how it impacted his life.
I'm so glad you asked that question about Father Baker's pilgrimage to Europe back in 1874 as a seminarian, because that's really the reason why all of this is here today. On that pilgrimage, Father Baker went over to give thanks to God for a healing in his own life, and he stopped in Paris, and he was directed to go visit a smaller church. Notre Dame everyone goes to, but he was directed to go to Notre Dame des Victoires, Our Lady of Victory. And that's where he walked into that church. He went to the side altar and he knelt down and he looked up at the beautiful statue of Our Lady of Victory, crowned, holding the child Jesus crowned. And he began to just be so inspired as he saw the miracles and the signs around her of crutches and petitions that were answered. And he stood up, and that was a defining moment in his life, because at that moment, where he just decided that moment, I'm going to go back and dedicate my priesthood after he got ordained in 1876 to the patronage of Our Lady of Victory, to spread devotion of her under that beautiful title wherever he went. And lo and behold, he came here to Limestone Hill in 1876, and this is where he began servicing the orphans, the unwed mothers, built a hospital, the protectory for troubled youth, all the great work that he did. He said he didn't do it, she did it all. And he said, one day I'm going to build a shrine in her honor to thank her for all that she has accomplished. And this is what came out of that hope and that dream and that vision that he had on that pilgrimage.
Now, I've heard that there are over 2,000 angels in the Basilica. Is that true?
So you asked the question of how many angels there are in the Basilica, and you heard the number 2,000. Well, when I first came here, I asked the same question because I heard there was a great number. And I've been told, I didn't count them all, but that there's over 2,500 angels in every shape and form throughout this magnificent basilica. Father Baker wanted you to look up wherever you looked to see an angel smiling down upon you. So you see them in the frescoes, you see them in the statuary, you see them everywhere you look. And I believe Father Baker wanted people to feel that love and that protection, because angels are the ones that really watch over us. They are God's messengers to us, and they carry our prayers to the very throne of God. So when you walk in here and you feel the presence of those angels, it really does give great comfort and consolation to all who come and pray here.
How long did it take Father Baker to build the Basilica in Lackawanna?
It's a very good question. How long did it take Father Baker to build this shrine here in Lackawanna? Actually, Father Baker, once the former church, which was St. Patrick's, there was a fire here in Limestone Hill at the time. Once that happened, he decided not to restore the church, but to build the shrine. And he began building that in 1921 when he laid the cornerstone with Bishop Turner in August of 1921. And the first Mass was celebrated on Christmas Day of 1925. And then it was officially consecrated, dedicated in the spring of 1926. So it was really a 5-year period, which is an amazing story because when he finished, it was completely paid for to the tune of $3.8 million. And that was all raised by donations from donors across the country and local benefactors here. And really every parishioner was able to have an opportunity to make a sacrificial gift to help build this magnificent shrine in honor of Our Lady of Victory.